Yeah, so like AMCS, right? I mean, they have AMCS is a company. We use AMCS. They provide, at landfills and transfer station, they provide the unattended kind of scale house workstations, and those are good. They do a fine job. But we were using AMCS only for our recycling business, which is about $1 billion business, right, on a base of a $14 billion company. To the best of my knowledge, and I honestly, I would say I've never really seriously looked at them, but to the best of my knowledge, I mean, they are not doing work in the core part of the big companies like, Republic or Waste Management or Advanced or Progressive. I mean, that's at least my understanding.
Okay. So, sorry, I didn't catch where were you using it? You said in recycling, but specifically where?
Within the gatehouse, right? The scale house. There are these unattended workstations.
Okay. All right. So, moving from back office to maybe connected fleet, right? So, obviously, GPS has been there for a long time, and you've been collecting GPS data on the fleets. I'm assuming that's at least playing a part in the analysis you do around dynamic routing for industrial roll-offs, but maybe also in the kind of heuristics-based optimization for commercial and residential. Is there any other data points that you were collecting that was going as an input into those analytical services that you were providing?
Yeah, I mean, a lot more. So the whole idea behind these onboard computers, right, is not just a GPS thing, right? You can buy a $29 device to do that.
Yeah.
But the whole idea behind, I'm going to speak sort of theoretically, okay, not specific to what Waste Management did, but
yeah.
the whole idea is you are using these onboard computers for two obvious primary purposes, right? You're using them to drive efficiency, and you're using them to provide better customer service. So when it comes to efficiency, and if you have this routing capabilities, then what you're really trying to do is, compare an actual route to a planned route and have that information be available at a granular level to identify where perhaps you may not be meeting your optimization goals or getting the efficiency that you're looking for, right? So that's the real idea. So, do you geo-fence each and every one of your customers? Do you measure, how much time you're spending at a customer? How much is the drive time versus the stem time? How granular can you get so that you are taking the most advantage of your OR-based optimization capabilities, right? So that's sort of one. And then the customer service part of it is really that if you have a truck that, you know everything about in real time and you're taking these GPS things every whatever number of seconds, then can you use that data to communicate with your customers, on their terms proactively, right? Can you send them a text message before you get there? Can you send them a text message after you picked up? Could you, whatever it is, whatever kind of communication the customer wants, that's what these devices would really enable you to do.
Yeah. Okay. So those were those are typically in waste space. These are the focus areas of why you would collect additional data points and analyze. One is efficiency, where you're comparing planned and actual routes and trying to see why efficiency isn't where it's supposed to be. And the second you said is more in analyzing what communication you need to give to user at what point based on the event that happened. Is that fair?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And in doing so, I obviously read with interest your background that was provided, and you were using multitude of tools, and I'll keep the reporting out of it because reporting to me is not analytics, right?
Yeah.
But you talk about ML and kind of big data setup. I mean, were you collecting enough size? I mean, I was curious what size data were you collecting from these devices